Hi everybody and welcome to another episode with the Anxious Resistance. Today I'm talking about Tizanidine, which is a medication that's typically used for its antispasmodic effects. So this means it's typically used when somebody has a muscle spasm or something muscle related, high tension, lots of pain. This is used to help them relax. But what's interesting is that this is starting to gain a little bit of traction as a treatment for anxiety. Tizanidine acts on the central nervous system and works similarly to a medication known as clonidine. Now, clonidine has been well established as a treatment for anxiety. That alone says that Tizanidine has some potential, I think, because if it has that same action as clonidine, which is a well-established anxiety treatment already, it begs the question of whether this works or not, and I would say yes, it likely does. I've heard some experiences from people in the anxious resistance community who have said that this is something that has helped them, and so it may be a viable option for you. I have found some studies. They are a bit sparse, and the articles aren't quite as reputable as I'd like them to be, but there is some evidence out there that this is an effective treatment for anxiety. If it's something that you've tried, comment down below. Let me know what your experience was. So I've made a potential list of some of the pros of Tizanidine. Tizanidine can be used as needed, so it's a quick-acting medication. It can be used like clonidine is or catapress, and one of the benefits is that it works in the central nervous system as well as the peripheral nervous system. So unlike beta blockers, which only work to negate symptoms of anxiety, it actually works in the central nervous system to work on those areas of the brain that actually control anxiety and your feelings of restlessness and anxiousness. It helps you psychologically as well as physically, so it helps the symptoms and it helps your mind feel calm as well. Okay, so what are the cons of Tizanidine? So far, it hasn't been well established as a treatment for anxiety. There haven't been a lot of high quality studies about this, but there is evidence, like I've been saying, and it does have that same action as clonidine on the alpha-2 receptor. Okay, so this alone tells me that this can be effective. Take this to your doctor, say, hey, this is something that I might want to try. Now, this is something you probably want to try further down on your list of medications. If you failed antidepressants, if you failed things like gabapentin, hydroxyzine for your anxiety, then you can start looking at things like clonidine and Tizanidine. Another downside to this medication is that it will lower your blood pressure depending on how much you're taking and depending on how sensitive you are to the medication. When you first start taking this medication, your doctor may have you monitoring your blood pressure a lot. So be aware of that, and it can give you what's called orthostatic hypotension. So that's when you stand up too quickly or you move around too quickly and you end up having not enough blood pressure for the blood to be circulating through your brain well. And this could cause you to black out, it could cause you to pass out, hit your head, something like that. And so you do need to be careful, and that is something you have to be aware of when taking things like Tizanidine or clonidine or a beta blocker. Okay, so overall, what is our take of Tizanidine? I think Tizanidine shows potential, and I think the biggest evidence of that is that clonidine is a well-established treatment for anxiety, and Tizanidine is a very closely related medication. So that tells me that this has some efficacy behind it to work. Now, there haven't been high-quality studies. Let me know what your experience is. Let's get some information out there about this. If you've taken this, if you've tried it, let me know in the comments down below. But this could be a great medication, especially if you've failed so many other options already. Here's this one, and here I am to present these options to you. I hope you feel hopeful, and I hope you know that there's a lot of options for you out there to try. And thanks so much for watching this video.